Yeah. TMG. Two-man game, TMG. Get the news fast, AMG. Game of two boxes. Name two boxers that hit as hard as this. Yeah, we're cutting to the truth. No, there ain't no narrative. And I'm siding with the underdog. We living for that plot twist. Jordan in his prime. Got him thinking, can we stop this? Might sound obnoxious, but no you can't. No you can't. Get that full perspective. I know you want. No you want. Yeah, we're going up this year. They running out of luck this year. We steady in the field. Eyes up on the cup this year. Hear the stadium erupt this year. For my people, I'm a nil. I'ma take the knee. J.A. Mello, they got what you need. Leave it all on the court. I'ma do it for my team. Yeah. J.A. Mello, they got what you need. Best believe I'ma do it for my team. TMG.
Episode 21.
We're back like we never left.
It's been a time, bro. It's been a time. I'm gonna say it's a time because
why a time?
Everything has changed. Everything has changed, man. It's been a strange period of time affecting all my sports.
Very true.
It's affecting the football games getting suspended.
Left, right, and centre. Basketball games getting suspended. Left, right,
Basketball
centre.
getting suspended.
It's crazy.
Fam, constant testing. This new whatever this is, man. Just hoping to restore some normality to your day. So, thank you for listening.
Oh yeah,
and we hope we can give you that prime entertainment today.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Follow us on all socials. Socials there in the description. Try help some young brothers out. We're just trying to make it.
We're just trying to make it. As we got into the normal, we're us two. We're just trying to get back in the swing. It's been a minute since we've been here. How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. All going for our battles. Trying to just chop life before life chops you. So, but ups and the downs, the good and the bad. But I've been good, man. You know me. I do my thing.
You do your thing.
I do my thing.
Yeah, do your thing. That's it. I'm glad to hear it. So let's get into it.
What about you? How you been?
How I been, man? You know what it is. Just thankful to be here right now. Yeah. And I'll be able to post this pod before something takes me down. Nothing's going to take me down, but
Amen.
The sports have been keeping me going through this time.
Yep.
It's been very interesting.
Yep.
I don't know where you want to start off today, but I wanted to start off with something.
There's only one place to start.
I want to start off with... Well, we can start off... My thing leads into the other thing.
There's only one place to start. Where do you want to start, big boy?
I want to start with Kyrie Irving.
Oh, what did I tell you about Kyrie Irving?
So, I was an adamant backer of Kyrie. I said... Yeah, I backed Kyrie. I said he's not a strange guy. I said Kyrie's got all the tools. And once again, an NBA player let me down. I don't know what Kyrie's on. Like, we need to ask, okay, the event of the Capitol building was an eyesore.
Yep.
It wasn't anything to write. It was an event in history. Okay, we understand that you're affected by that, but to walk away from a team, to walk away from your obligations, you're getting paid. You can't tell anyone. Can you go away from your job and say, I'm not working today? I'm feeling affected by something like that?
I'll be on the disciplinary.
He didn't even tell his work colleagues. Even if I'm sick at work, I got to tell you. I got to tell work, don't I? I've got to tell work. If I can't make the pod, I got to tell you, Mello. I'll just tell you how I can't make it.
Imagine it tell Yoba and Yoba just there waiting for us.
Yeah, he's just waiting for us. Like, he's not just... The funny thing about this, he just let so many people down. And he's the one that's always talking about leadership. He was talking about leadership, and it's clear now that he can't be a leader. Which leads on to the next thing.
Told you, those guys... Even before when just KD and Kyrie, I said, who's the leader? Even Harden now, who's the leader?
KD's the leader, and we know if Harden can lead.
Kind of can't lead.
Yes, he can. He's been to a Western Conference Finals twice. He can lead.
No, them guys, they can lead by example, as in they got talent.
Yeah, and then that's good enough. Lead by example to get you to the championship.
Who's going to be the vocal lead in that team? You
don't need to be vocal. There's different types of leadership.
There's no leadership in that team. They can lead by example, but those guys all have a caveat with them. Like Kyrie's a strange guy, KD's a mummy's boy, and Harden's a quitter. Like you could,
Harden's not quitter.
There's been games where Harden has just checked out. Harden's a guy that can just check out. So if you want to lead by example, you have to be a really reliable guy. Like for example, if a Michael Jordan or LeBron say they weren't vocal, if them guys are the type of guys to lead by example, even a Magic Johnson, a Kareem, those guys that every single game they're gonna give it to them. They're gonna give it to you.
That's KD.
No, bro, but KD.
Every single game, KD's gonna give it to you.
KD's take away Kareem because Kareem that's the way the media portrayed him. But I don't want to get into that. But KD is just like he's sensitive. That's the word.
Yeah, KD.
If KD wasn't sensitive, I'll be totally fine. But KD's sensitive. He's emotional. Like see what happened with Draymond Green. That's what's round the corner.
But who's gonna say that to him now? You think Harden's gonna say it?
No, I don't think so. But
when you're acting like Harden and KD don't have a history.
No, not well. Harden, Westbrook had a history. Look what happened. But I'm not
saying, and it went well until Westbrook said. The reports are that Westbrook, he didn't like the way Harden was treating the team towards the end in the bubble when Harden was taking tests before media sessions. He was quite late to things, so obviously there was some fallout with Westbrook and Harden. But they're still boys. They were boys, and when you're boys, sometimes you have to separate to still remain boys. Do you get what I mean? And that's what Westbrook decided. He's like, I'll still want to be your boy, Harden, but this working relationship can't work.
Yeah,
I have to move. I don't think Westbrook now is just a man that puts up stats.
He's a stat monger.
He can't do anything. It doesn't affect winning. But that team doesn't defend. The Washington are the worst defensive team in the league.
Is the Nets going to defend?
The Nets can defend, bro. KD fam has been wanting to get that defensive player of the year for years. He's been trying.
What about now? Coming off the Achilles, he's getting dunked on left, right, and centre.
He's challenging shots. That's what happens to shot blockers. If you want to be a shot blocker, you're gonna get dunked on.
Is he blocking any shots though?
He does. KD blocks shots.
No, now is he blocking shots?
Yes, he does.
Let's see. I'll see what the numbers say.
KD blocks shots. What do you think this is? You think KD's not trying to block?
I mean,
he's the rim protector now. Well,
what I would say about that team, those three guys, offensive firepower, probably the greatest the league's ever seen. In fact, yeah, in my opinion, the greatest the league's ever seen. Just those three guys as a trio. I was even thinking like in all sports, like the main sports we look at, like obviously respectively speaking and. Whatever. Can you think of a team that's had great firepower? The only one that came to mind was MSN, but obviously it'll be hard to compare.
Eto'o, Henry, Messi.
Henry was starting to decline. I guess you could say that. That's a good shout.
Obviously, but there's no comparison to that front three because you're talking about 5 players. They talk about 3 of the 5 players can get a bucket anywhere.
Yeah.
Add Joe Harris. And then they have an Arsenal. Like no team in sports will have an offensive Arsenal comparable to the Nets. Obviously, now the thing is, can they defend? I think the offense it will be their defense in the fact that when you're facing the Nets, you cannot go on scoreless runs. If you don't score, if you go on your trips down the floor, how many possessions can you not score against them? Because their man can get a bucket anyway. If it's not working for Harden, they can go to Kyrie. If it's not working for Kyrie, they can go to KD. How many pick and roll actions can they play? How many pick and roll movements can you play? Pick and roll with Harden and KD. What are you doing? Who are you guarding? And you're gonna cater to one of them on the floor. That leaves Joe Harris free. Joe Harris can knock down those shots. It just needs, and then they can play that. They can play a lineup with Jeff Green. Then everyone on the floor can play in the perimeter. They can do everything. It works.
It's true.
It doesn't work. It can work. That's the thing. It can work, but I don't know. There's a lot of egos there.
Boy, I mean, KD's the calm one. It's Kyrie and Harden have to sort out that whatever they got going on there because they got egos. They're both ball dominant. I mean, Kyrie, if you wanted to, you can play a little bit off the ball. To be honest, they both could they could try if they wanted to play off the ball, catch and shoot, come and co-actions and off screens, but that's just not their style. I mean, those guys with KD and Kyrie and Harden all playing, they're gonna get probably the most open shots they've ever seen. I was thinking about they're going to get less shots in quantity, but the quality of shots they're going to get are going to be that much higher. And if they can be efficient with it, then, those guys can be somewhat successful.
I think it's not going to be a case of each and every game everyone eats. I think some games it'll be the Harden game. Some games it'll be the Kyrie game. But every game is the KD game. KD doesn't need 20 shots. Give him 12. He's getting these points.
Yeah, that's what Iguodala said. Give him 12 shots, he can get 30, which is hard to do.
Yeah, so that KD, we don't need to worry about getting KD shots. KD can do whatever he needs to do when he needs to. We let Kyrie cook. We'll let Harden cook. Even though I'm upset that the Nets gave up so much depth, because that depth was really good.
Jarrett
Allen, LeVert. I'm really upset that Dinwiddie got injured because I think they were good currently constructed. I thought
Dinwiddie's harder.
It was a very good currently constructed. And think about it. Okay, this season doesn't work. Next season you get another ball handler and Dinwiddie. You can trade that. It's another piece you can get. You can get a shot blocker.
Yeah, they could.
They can get one. And regardless of how the Kyrie situation goes, if Kyrie keeps on going off the ball, Boyle, you can trade him. And people will take the Kyrie piece because he's so talented. You know someone's going to take that risk. Imagine Detroit. Do you know what Detroit would do for a star of Kyrie's ilk?
Maybe Kyrie needs to go back to Daddy LeBron. That's the place he's been at his best and winning. You know, maybe LeBron's the only one. That's
a young Kyrie. Kyrie's found who he is now, and he's been through.
Has he?
That's who he is.
He's still searching, bro.
This is who he is. He's a weird guy, as he said.
Mate,
he's a strange. You think he's going to become normal? This is him, man.
I love Kyrie as a player, but that guy's just strange. But anyways, in terms of clutch points in the last 10 seasons, because it had me thinking, who's going to take the last shot for this team? Because all those guys, they can be clutch at times, especially KD and Kyrie and Harden when he wants it, he can be clutch. But let's go in for the numbers. The most clutch points in the last 10 seasons, which is described as the last 5 minutes.
5-point games.
Games with the scorelines within 5 points. I don't think it included playoffs, but here are the numbers anyways. Harden's number 1, 14,000 points. Kyrie, he's 6th, 11,023 points. Durant is 8th with 1,044 points. So you got 3 of the top 8. Who's taking our last shot in your opinion?
I don't think it's an issue. We're not getting to the last shot with those Nets teams. They're blowing you off the floor, bro.
When you get to the final, you're going to need some of that.
When it comes to the last shot, it's who's got the best quality look. For me personally, last shot, I would rather have the ball in Kyrie's hands. Yeah. So I know he can do it. And I've seen him do it in the final situation. And he's got more ways of scoring than the other two.
Have you not seen KD?
They're all great. They're all great. But I think because Kyrie's been there, done that.
Has KD not been there, done that?
In the last second, I'm saying I think Kyrie has more ways of scoring than KD.
Oh, fair enough.
Obviously, KD has unstoppable moves, guess who the person that's going to be guarding? Let's say they're facing Lakers. Who's going to be guarding KD? It's likely to be a LeBron or Davis. Who's going to guard?
I think Davis will guard KD.
Yeah, and then who's going to guard Kyrie? We don't know. It's going to be Caruso. That's a better matchup.
I think it'll be Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, and that's a good matchup.
It's either Caldwell Pope, Wesley Matthews, or Caruso, whoever's doing a good job on him. To be honest, I wasn't surprised if he came down to clutch me. I wasn't surprised that LeBron went on him.
Then who's guarding Harden?
There'll be like someone like Caldwell Pope or whatever.
You want to double him?
Or Wesley Matthews.
You double him.
Double who?
Double Harden.
No, one of those two guys. Whoever's on the court.
Okay, and then guess who's in the 3 in the corner? Harris. That's what we did. We got so many. It just depends on the matchup then.
Yeah, finding ways to help off this team will be tough because giving Kyrie, KD, or Harden an open 3 or Harris or open just jump shot, it will be techie.
I just think you live and die with Harris.
I mean, helping. Well, yeah, you have to see Harris's clutch, but his efficiency over the last few seasons has been great. He won a 3-point contest, so that should give you an indicator of his clutchness. You have to try help off the center, but the center is going to be so close to the rim, will be tough. Like you have to really think about a scheme.
You help off the center, he just gets a free dunk.
Yes, I'm saying, yeah, and you can try to rotate round, but then someone's in the open shot. I mean,
if I'm them, I'd trade Jordan.
You trade Jordan for who?
I don't know. You get another center, boy.
You don't have faith in Jordan no more.
They benched him. They benched him.
When I was going to start, they're going to start Jeff Green. Or move slide KD to the center position.
Jeff Green, though. I like Jeff Green in the clutch. Because he can do a lot. Jeff Green is a guy that has a lot of promise. He looks like he can do it, but he's never put it all together.
Jeff Green's hard still. And the thing is, with this team, this is a mad chemistry experiment of the highest order. If it blows, damn, that they could win it all.
It can win. It can work because I think they're going to trade Kyrie. Not that I've heard it here. Not that you heard it first, but I think Kyrie's going to trade it.
You heard it here first, Josh.
Kyrie's not lasting the whole 2 years there. Either he retires or something happens.
He's supposed to be his best friends. You know?
They said it. I think reports came out this week that they've grown distant.
Okay, so you asked my question. Who's the leader? You're saying they all lead by examples, or who do you say the leader was?
The leader's KD because KD got Harden. He's definitely the leader.
Okay, so KD. So you got mummy boy. KD is the leader. Okay, who's the one that's gonna have to sacrifice? So when big threes come in, you're gonna have to sacrifice. With LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
KD sacrificing.
It was Bosch.
It's KD sacrificing.
KD did it and sacrificing.
KD's sacrificing because what KD's given up now. KD wanted. It's not like KD didn't want this. KD wants this. He obviously thinks there's a way that this can work. He's sacrificing because he's not gonna have the ball in his hands as much. He's gonna be off the ball. He's gonna come in. But he's sacrificing.
I think Kyrie and Harden will need to sacrifice. One of those two will need to sacrifice.
You know they're gonna stagger the minutes. So
I mean, if they do that, fair enough. But
not gonna be a lot. The most Kyrie and Harden minutes. Okay, we'll get. Okay, start the first quarter. You probably play like 6 minutes together. Stagger. One of them will stay on. Then the second quarter, someone will come and have their time. Blah blah blah. Probably get some some minutes in the second quarter together. Probably like 2 or 3 at the end. Then third quarter they will start together. It won't last that long. Stagger. One of them comes in, one comes off, and then it'll come to the clutch where you see all 5 on the floor at the same. All 3 of them on the floor at the same time.
It's gonna be one hell of a ride. Fasten your seatbelts. Yeah,
we're all eating.
I'm gonna keep my eyes. So, what's your prediction for these guys for first season finals?
No, conference finals.
They're finna get into the finals.
I don't know. I don't know about that East yet. I think Philly's quite well built. Depends on their mentality. And plus, how can you be sure, man? You don't know who's gonna get anything before this finals. I'm not counting on anything in this NBA. The only team I can count on is the Lakers.
I got the Lakers winning all barring injury.
Barring injury, that's the key word. Cause
everything's barring injury. I mean, if with the Nets, I do like the Bucks with Drew Holiday right now, and Giannis is making improvements in the shot making department, and obviously with Drew Holiday and Giannis there, it allows Chris Middleton to play his natural as a third man, so he should be able to bring more value to the team.
Should have lost last night, man.
Should they? You boy, the Mavs. Aww. But anyways,
that's the MVP right there, boy.
Philly, not at the moment. But
have you seen the points? You've seen how good he's been.
He's been good in the last 5 games, but he's got what to do. I mean, yeah, Philly, Embiid, Simmons, they got a different coach now. He's got something to prove.
Simmons has been poor, fam. He's the 4th leader in school.
They got shooters now. They had Danny Green, Seth Curry. I mean, they'll pick up. I mean, I'm gonna say. It's hard because Kyrie's so weird. But I'm going to say they make the finals, barring injury.
I don't see it.
It's just that there's too much firepower.
The Pacers look good. The little undercover team, Celtics look good. Brown and Tatum, when they've been together, look very good.
It's true, but...
I think the East is very even again. There's no clear favourite. Anyone can beat anyone. It just actually depends on how
if the Nets get the chemistry right, they will be the clear favourite.
If the Nets, that's if.
But it's a big if. Because the mad chemistry experiment.
That's if. But at the end of the day, it's funny because I can't count against KD because I just feel like KD can just do so much. Even if everything is going wrong, you're getting blown out, that team can come back from big deficits because they got points everywhere. But I like
defense
Philly.
though.
I like Philly because Embiid is played to the best level I've ever seen him, and he does, he negates a lot of things for other teams as well.
Embiid would be a massive mismatch for the Nets unless DeAndre Jordan can roll back the years.
To be fair, I wouldn't even care that Embiid is a mismatch. I'll let Embiid eat. I'm just make sure everyone else doesn't.
Embiid, yeah, it's true. Embiid would need to go off, and Simmons potentially could be someone that could be the better guards for KD. On paper, at least, he should be.
Simmons is one of the best guards. He guards Tatum well. He guards Giannis well. He guards everyone well.
Yeah, it's true. I mean.
So what? Simmons guards. We're killing Seth. Seth Curry can't play that game. Danny Green is gonna get finished. Those guys can't play.
I mean, the semantics. It's gonna be piecing everything together. Is gonna be very interesting. You know, Kyrie, with him doing his Kyrie things, he got fined just under $1 million, $817K for the games he's missed.
Yeah, I think he lost like 2 million. Is it 2 million plus the 50K fine?
So far, it's 817K. That's what I've read.
817. Oh, well, that's his own fault. He has enough money to lose that. He's not even losing money. He's just not getting it because he didn't have it in his possession yet. He just lost a paycheck.
That's true. Anyways, moving on. MVP so far, 20% of the season. I didn't even know it's that much. Far.
It's a short season, isn't it?
It's true. When I was going for it, I was thinking, damn, it's really 20%.
LeBron James.
Who's your MVP? LeBron.
Yeah, man. Best team.
Who's your 3? So you got LeBron 1, team 3, or you don't have to put any order for the rest.
LeBron. There's no order. LeBron, Steph.
Steph.
And then Jokic, maybe. No, wait. LeBron, Embiid, Steph.
I have 2 the same. I have LeBron, Embiid, and Jokic. Jokic averaging a triple double.
I wanted to put Jokic in there, but his team's what 600. 500.
500, but he's averaging a triple double, 1.9.
Jokic is having one of his best seasons. He's the best. He's the best center in the league, obviously, but his record is not good enough.
His record's not great. Don't get me wrong, but the numbers he's having, he's got to be up there. I mean, and Anthony Davis is even playing alright, to be honest.
No, I can't win because LeBron's. Yeah, even playing the same thing, you're gonna get KD's up there. Just need more KD performances. I see some good KD performances already. Doncic with now Porzingis back, they're gonna get some big wins. So that's gonna move them up their pile, and that's a good thing for them.
Giannis is up there, but
Giannis is not gonna win, so there's no point even putting him on the list.
He's not gonna win because of the way the last 2 playoffs have panned out. Yeah. I mean, the only way Giannis could win is if he starts shooting. In my opinion, if he starts shooting mad from 3 and mad from the free throw line. If he does those 2 things, and so basically proving that he's made the improvements that they wanted him to do, then he could potentially win. But I don't think he's gonna win.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna win because his free throw shooting is appalling.
Yeah, he's shooting 57.5% so far
from the free throw line, and he was making his kid run if he misses them. So yeah,
Giannis.
You haven't heard the story that after training, Giannis like when he's most tired, he takes free throws.
Yeah.
And if he misses, he makes the training stuff has to run.
No. Oh yeah, that's true. He's shooting 30.5% from 3 though, which is what I want him to do. Attempting 5, just under 5 threes again. See, the stat line I wanted for Giannis was basically 30 points, around 12 rebounds, 5 to 6 assists, doing his usual like 55 whatever percent from the field, and from 3, if he gave me 30%.
Big news.
What?
Big news.
What's this?
Joshua and Fury title fight confirmed.
Confirmed. Damn.
Eddie Hearn's confirmed that fight.
Let me see. Oh, because we were going to talk about this. Deal done. Wow, that's monumental.
If we were doing this live, that would be something to talk about. But let's continue what you were saying.
Well, yeah, because we're going to talk about that later. Wow, that's crazy. That's groundbreaking news. Let's get it on. Oh, I'm excited. The only sad things I want me to.
What did you say? What did we call him? Big Dusser.
And the press conference, I'm gonna watch every single minute of it. The only issue is that I won't be able to go to the fight because with his running stuff. Because I would have paid a big ticket to go to that fight. But anyway, let me carry on. Yeah, if Giannis shot 30% from 3 and 70% from the line and done everything else, then he will be maxing out as a top legendary type player.
You know what? Yeah, I think people are missing the boat on what's happening. I think Doncic right now. Oh, someone I wanted to mention,
Yeah.
Trae Young, been awful. I think he dropped a 4-point performance last night, and he started off the season really well. Something they're saying, him and John Collins has fallen out. They've had a disagreement. John Collins doesn't like the way the Hawks offenses run, and then Trae's falling apart, man.
I like John Collins as a top player.
You're gonna have to trade him though.
You guys should hope the Nets get him because he's a shot blocker.
The Nets are not getting John Collins. What pieces are you giving to them? But Trae Young was on a good roll this season. People like Ja Morant, but Ja Morant's injured. But the boy Doncic is, since obviously he came a bit overweight.
Yeah.
Lost some weight. Obviously his opening performance was shocking. So he had some ground to make up in the MVP. But ever since then, oh my days, this guy, was he averaging a 30-point triple-double after his last couple of games? And he's been immense. Like, his reading of the game, he's improved stuff like in the clutch. Although that Friday night game against Milwaukee wasn't good enough. He didn't even get the ball in the last possession. And now he has Porzingis back. It's going to open the floor up more for him. That boy is about to eat.
He's nearly averaging triple double as well, actually.
Yeah. So and them boys have big problem in the playoffs. We're forgetting that if Porzingis had stayed fit, they could have beaten the Clippers.
It's true, very true.
They could have beaten the Clippers, and they could have been in the Western Conference Final. So
it's crazy. But we'll see how that pans out. Moving on, I just want to touch on the boy LaMelo. in my opinion, he's probably leading the race for the Rookie of the Year, even though Wiseman's up there. I mean, LaMelo is leading rookies in 4 of the 5 major stats.
I don't care for these stats, to be honest.
Points, rebounds. So points, I think he's got 11.8. Rebounds, 6.9. Assists, 6.3. And steals, 1.6. And he's passing. His ability to dish and kick or drive and kick.
He doesn't take layups.
What do you mean? He's made some good layups.
He doesn't. He can't. Well, he doesn't want to lay up when he gets to the rim.
He made layups better than Lonzo did at this point, and he's shooting better than Lonzo did at this point. And the defense is not as bad as people had.
He's not playing. Well, they're spoon feeding him at the moment. He's playing low minutes.
He's not playing starters minutes.
He's not playing starters minutes. He's not playing against starters.
So yeah, it's a bit better.
It's a bit of a spoon feed, yeah, because obviously he's got tools though. He's a big man.
6'7".
He's 6'7". He can do a lot. He's got all the tools to be a successful basketball player in the NBA. I don't think he's going to be a star. No, a superstar. He'll be a star, obviously.
Yeah. Superstar is if he maxes out. I think he'll be a star.
He'll be a star. He'll be someone that can get you 20, 10, and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he rebounds well.
He rebounds well. He's a big man. He's big.
6'7".
He's 6'7". Yeah, he's got all the tools.
Remember, his debut, he's scoreless.
He's scoreless. I like Anthony Edwards though. That boy is explosive.
Yeah, that's that dunk.
He just needs, with him, he just needs to figure out this NBA thing. He reminds me a bit of D Wade. He reminds me a bit of D Wade. But Wiseman is clearly the best player in the draft. I don't even think he might not be Rookie of the Year, but he's clearly the best player. He's got all the tools. He's like got Giannis type tools.
Yeah, Wiseman's got he's I mean, yeah, he's scary. Like his ceiling is scary with what he can become. Especially in the Golden State, you're gonna get a lot of open looks, a lot of like lobs and dishes. You know what I mean? Giannis Wiseman could really do his thing. I mean, we'll see how these rookies pan out. They're looking good. Well, especially LaMelo and Wiseman. So we'll see.
Oh, quick question. What's your opinions on Zach LaVine? What do you think about him?
He's a tiny player. He's obviously a great dunker, can shoot. For what I remember, doesn't do too much in defense, but he's a good player. Right.
Do you have an opinion on guys that put up stats for these low achieving teams like he does? He's probably a 30-point scorer on these Bulls teams.
I mean, obviously, you have to prove he can win. At least try to get up to the playoffs and near the playoffs to go to the next level. But I mean, when you're playing for a lesser team, you're supposed to put up the numbers, and if you can do it in a efficient manner, I've looked at his stats, but
it's like Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant's putting up like 20. Jeremy Grant's putting up numbers, boy. He's putting up numbers.
I'm surprised when Thingy let him go.
No, they paid the same amount of money. He said he wanted to get more of an offensive role in his team.
That's not a good sign, because he went from a team that potentially could become title contenders, and the time would have come, because obviously Jokic he's like what, mid-20s or 26, something like
25.
that. Jamal is at 23, 24. Like their time would have come. And Jeremy Grant, I don't think he's ever 27. So I don't know. Maybe he'll go somewhere else. But he went from a winning team just to put up numbers. Maybe he wants to get a big contract. I think his contract's up soon.
He got a big contract. This is where he left.
Oh, he got a big contract for Thingy. I don't know. We'll see.
Better than Blake Griffin, because Blake Griffin is done.
We'll see. Before we leave the NBA, I've just seen a lot of injuries recently. Obviously, you had Marco Fultz, you had Bogdanovic, both of them with the knee. Bogdanovic is supposed to be back March 3rd. Fultz is out for the season. Ja Morant, when that happened, when I saw it, I thought he'd be out for
a long
the whole
time.
season. But apparently he's a game time decision, so he could be.
Today?
Yeah, apparently he could be back in the next.
He needs to, because Memphis are done without him. What's their record?
Yeah, it's true. Obviously, I didn't really out for the season. Knee, got Achilles, he was already out for the season. Jonathan Isaac.
He's out for the season.
Yeah, did he get injured this season or last season?
Last season.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, Nurkic is rich. I've seen a lot of guys get injured, so what's your thoughts on that?
Because things are awkward and people are awkward. It's because everyone is just getting back into basketball shape, so they're not running the same way. Their movements are not that natural.
Yeah.
So that's causing them to get some injuries. Like they're falling a different type of way. They're running a different type of way because you're not back into your basketball form or shape. You're not having understandings.
Yeah.
Some of these people haven't played NBA basketball since what? When did the league start? March.
Yeah.
And they're back in December. So that is a long time to not play. So I'm not surprised that people get injuries. The knee injuries are part and parcel of the game. Like people getting knee injuries. You're playing a high impact sport on the knees. People will get hurt playing basketball. You will tear your ACL. That will happen. You just have to do the recovery. Obviously, do the prevention before as well. The prevention is key.
Yeah.
A lot of people take that for granted. They don't do the preventative measures, and that's why people get hurt, especially top athletes. Like, how can you be a top athlete? You got all the tools available to you, and you still don't want to do that. You don't want to stretch. You don't want to warm up.
You got it, man.
You got to.
At that age,
and that's how much. That's why people are setting themselves apart. Like,
stuff.
they say that LeBron spends like $2 million on his body each year. Even Russell Wilson, they pay, like, he's spending so much money on his body because you know how important. That's your biggest commodity. It's your body. It's your biggest attribute. Like, once your body fails, you can't do anything. Unless your name is like KD and you're gonna be able to be a shooter for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but KD's already proven. A lot of these guys that get injured haven't proven what KD's proven. So, and you know, KD has that cachet, that leeway that, you know, you can still give him big deals even when he's injured, because you know what KD represents. I mean, yeah, but it's good they touched the preventive measures. People need to do that. I mean, even at my level of playing and coaching, that people don't stretch as much as they should do. They don't take their preparation as well as they should do. I mean, and that's what causes injury. People, you just got to listen to your body. You got to know your body. And when you feel that you're overexerting yourself and you potentially could get injured, you got to chill out, man. Relax. You just can't.
Chill out.
Like, people they play when they like to play when they're injured, play through the pain barrier, and you just aggravate injury or make it worse rather. So,
Fam, you're not a warrior, bro. No one cares.
You know what I mean? You're not getting paid.
no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, it feels like a big game of Champions League.
The final, play through the injury,
Yeah, but take that cortisone shot.
Don't sit on the bench, fam, and rest up.
Rest up. But anyways, let's change it. Let's change paths. Go over to football.